the enthusiasm. I appreciate you joining. Not first. That's alright. First to my book. Good Billingham. Thank you for hanging out, man. This is going to be an open room tonight, so anyone previously jumping on is more than welcome to come on and say hello and hang out. Andy! Brother, UK brother Andy. It's been a while. WFT, what is up? I almost said radio. Yeah, it's still kind of radio. And of course, oh, yeah. We'll let this go for maybe another minute, but hang tight. Getting ready. Mike! What is up, Mike? Alrighty then, we are going to go ahead and get started by transitioning. Yeah, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Frank KG5AHJ, and I'm not frozen anymore, but we'll be talking about that in a little bit. We did have some fun over the weekend. But first, as always, we're going to get the stream started off correctly this time because I made sure all my stuff is preloaded and working by playing that awesome intro video. Quick shout out to all my Patreons who makes the show possible. You can support me by joining Patreon in the link below. And on to Take Radio. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for joining. We're going to do the quick rundown here. As always, I'm going to say thank you to all my Patreon and supporters over on Patreon, and also YouTube members. YouTube members are the ones that have the cool icons next to them, that a part of my logo that's up there next to the names, and different ones signify it longer they have been a YouTube member and supporter. But thank y'all. If you want to help support this channel, please go ahead and become a YouTube member and also Patreon supporter. The Patreon, a couple people asked me, well, we're talking about Patreon real fast. Patreon does have a way to do a annual payment. It's been brought up to me in the past. They don't support on Patreon because they don't want a monthly credit card hit. They rather do a single one yearly contribution, and I love that idea, but I did some research. In order to unlock it, I have to hit the next mark, and in order to do that, I need about another 3 to 4 supporters over there to hit that mark. That should put me over the monetization mark. We need to do that for a couple of months, and then that tier perk will unlock, and then we can get that for y'all. If that's something you're interested in, please consider just contributing over on Patreon for a little bit so we can go ahead and get that next mark there, and we can unlock that annual memberships, so you can go ahead and just pay once, and that will get you for the whole year, man. That'd be awesome. All right, returning back to the rundown, I have pinned at the top the Grapevine Amateur Radio Tank Radio Collection. That is everything I have over at Tank Radio. I have these sticker packs, I have patches, I have shirts, I have hoodies over there. I have that awesome black hoodie. Nate, the black hoodie, yeah, the black hoodie did happen, I think, this year. But just head over there. There's a cool idea. One of we've been trying to work out. Next year we're going to try to push it again around September time. See if we can make that happen. But head over there and get all your awesome Tank Radio merch, including the new awesome patches, which I don't have any on me right now because they're on my bags. um, Other than that, if you want to hear more of me, which is amazing, head over to any podcaster app you have, search Tank Radio, and you'll find me, Tank Radio, in the audio podcast form, and that is released every week. So on the weeks I don't have live streams, I know I've been streaming kind of a lot lately, but we're going to talk about that more in here in a minute. There'll be audio podcasts that aren't on YouTube over there. So if you want to hear what we're talking about behind the scenes and having fun, go ahead and head over there, search Tank Radio. And that actually does also support Tank Radio. And I really do appreciate that. And I think that is it for my rundown. It's been a while, but I actually used my notes here. One last note I did see. Don't forget to use your monthly YouTube members supporter shout out in the box below, because if you don't use them, you'll lose them, and they're fun to see. All right, that was a lot. And I just stumbled across this cool promo. I'm just going to kick it off real fast. It's labeled promo, but I still want to pause this, and it made me laugh, and I want to show it. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank!
Yes, that's awesome. Yes, to answer the question in the chat, yes, that was Carlos. Carlos, my man. I was just clicking through everything, making sure all the videos were playing right, and I saw that and I laughed and I wanted to show it. Thank you, Chris, for using that monthly 1 month member super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I am going to bring in the galley. Thank you all for waiting. Just click the mute. Oh, I think everything's unmuted. What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing?
Hey,
what's going on, Frank?
The galley is here.
The galley's here. Jason. Jason. We got a Jason and a James.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But thanks y'all for joining. This was a little late notice. I noticed that it was a Fifth Friday, and my monthly screaming schedule will be thrown a little off when Fifth Fridays do happen. Plus, there's some stuff coming up in the month of April. We're going to talk out a little bit here, kind of in the middle of the stream, but at first just kind of want to go around the room and figure out what fun things that we've been doing, and I'll then get to my fun thing I did this weekend. Let's start off with James, man. You haven't been on this stream for a while. How are you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, Frank?
I'm doing all right for the most part. I'm doing all right. What parks have you been hitting up lately? I know you just finished your live stream. What was that about?
Well, it was shenanigans. We just sort of goof off on Sunday night and shoot about whatever the chat wants to talk about, and it's always a bunch of fun to just get some viewer insight and what they want to talk about and stuff like that. Whereas Wednesday we normally have our set live stream where we have a topic.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. What's the upcoming Wednesday's topic?
This Wednesday, we're going to be talking with Claude about the upcoming Georgia Parks on the Air competition, which is in a couple of weeks. So I look forward to that. They always run a good competition there in Georgia.
Cool, man. Cool. Well, thank you for joining. Anytime you see an open room, man, I say it's open or just social or hangouts, man, you got the link. You just come on by and say hello.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm just normally I don't never have time for myself between POTA and now that I've been addicted to satellites. It's I'm like, what do I do, man? How much more sleep can I possibly give up?
Right, right. What satellite rig you have?
Well, I've got two now. I've got the 2730 B. That's the one that I use portable mostly. But I recently got a 9700 to move into linear birds, and I'm playing with it a little bit now.
There, I fixed the stream. I'm trying to get back into satellites. I have a radio that's coming out of my car. I think I damaged the cat cable that was running between the head plate and the body and back, and I hope that's all what's wrong with it. If that's so, that might become my satellite rig radio. If not, I'll buy another one. Um, Yep, hillbilly. I fixed it. I fixed it. I was taking a drink and I chewed on some ice. If you see me in the Discord, you know I do that a lot. But yeah, satellites are so much fun, and I really do want to get back to that. Um, Jason, man, what are you up
What's
to?
up?
You're blowing up my phone right now.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the yeah, I've got FT8 running on 15 meters behind me. After oh yeah, there it is right there. After Sean came on earlier this week, and we got to learn what the FT8 Battle Royale was. I've been doing it kind of off and on ever since.
Oh, those are fun. Is that the card game where you?
No, it's a website.
Okay. What is the battle royale for us that are unaware?
Well, it's just a gamification of working FT8. We talked about it for a good 30, 45 minutes on the live stream the other day. So it's a way to earn points with other people who participate for just some kind of random fun times working FT8 and FT4.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
Uh,
pretty cool.
uh, Thank you for coming on, Paul. Man, what
Yes, sir.
what have you been up to?
Oh, working and painting the ceiling inside of our house because I don't want to spend the money on paying for someone else to do it. And thankfully, I don't have 23-foot ceilings,
Right?
so it's doable. I
Are
just
you,
take one room at a time. I
are
take my
you
time.
de-popcorning him?
No, it's just it needs painted. It's got the original from like 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Was that 20 years ago? So gonna paint everything and been keeping busy with that. But then I started my I legit started my legit CW practice. So I'm going to use the MCT 73, and it's going to give me 2 letters a week, or is it 2 or 3 letters a week? And it's that little Spark Gap Labs practice device, this little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just going to work on 2 to 3 letters a week. That's all I'm going to practice. And then after the second week, I'll work on the next 2 or 3 letters and then review the previous letters. And hopefully in 16 weeks, I can go out and do a successful CW POTA is the goal.
Awesome. That sounds like fun. I want to do CW, but the dyslexic side of me is like, nope, you're not even gonna. That's just gonna be too bad.
What if you change the paddle up on the opposite direction?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. I like
There you
that.
go. See?
Um, know what came in this weekend though for me? Um, all the stuff I bought from Gigaparts.
Oh, I forgot that I got all that from a certain someone who keeps every quarter charging my card.
Yeah, the thing I kind of get, I'm glad is going to be utilitarian for me is a 100-watt dummy load.
Oh, nice.
I saw that go on a sale and I was like, you know what? I really need a dummy load that's more than just kind of 10 watts I have over there, and that's not soldered by me, so I know this will work. So I did buy the Intellitron dummy load, and the replacement for the 30-foot antenna came in the top element that has the eye that I broke in my car.
Hmm.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I got a knife from them, and oh, great things. I was more excited about the knife than anything else, but then when I started playing with it, it doesn't have the assist that I've been kind of used to in the last several knives. That the opening assist that has on back, so it doesn't pop open nicely.
I thought it was the same as the previous one. No,
Yeah, no, no.
different. I ordered
Yeah.
one as well.
Mine came in and it's nice. I'm going to put it in my POTA pack, so I always have a knife with me because it's nice to have an extra knife, right? Especially being Texans,
Yep.
always need more knives. My radio thing though, we did over the weekend was Caitlin and El Marie and Mike and me and Sean all met up at a POTA park and we played some radio. That was so much fun. I did not record anything because everyone else was recording, and I was like, I'm just gonna take it easy because I already have a lot of videos I need to release. Let me set up this picture. This is the photo I took. Boom. Yeah, there we go. Um, I am streaming to y'all, right? Giving you video correctly this time.
Yeah.
All right. We got Mike there hanging out. It was so cold this weekend. Unusually cold for Texas. It was in the 50s when we were out there. And Caitlin right there was wearing two jackets, and she was so cold and shivering. The beginning of her film, her video going to come up on this is like it was shaking because she couldn't hold the camera steady. So I did give her a tripod to use and be like, "Here, use this." I'm not using it this go around. We did activate Lake Tawakoni. Is that how we say it? Tawakoni?
You can't ask me. I pronounce it with Japanese phonetics, which is
Mm-hmm.
totally wrong.
It was fun. Then we had a nice lunch. But the girls, when they jumped on the radio, it's almost an instant pileup. It was larger than Mike's. It was larger than Mike's. It was fun to hear that. Caitlin had a good pile up running. El Marie did a pretty good pile up, and it kind of fell out after like 20. I squeaked by my 11 contacts. 45 auto. I only have 3 knives on me right now. Good
It's
Texan.
funny it flags that.
Good Texan. But it was so much fun to hang out with everybody. I haven't seen. This is the first time I met El Marie in person, and she was fun to hang out with. And I snuck a peek at a Forerunner because I really wanted a Forerunner. I was like, yeah,
Nice.
let me take a look at this. Oh, sweet, we got another one coming in. And I was like, let me see this. And she took me around and showed me what she did radio wise and on the car. And it was, he's, you're slipping. I'm supposed to have 8 knives on me.
Here he has 8. Jeez.
um, it was fun. It was fun. I'm sorry, Jason, we didn't meet up for cigars last week.
It's all right. I was kind of busy anyway.
I wanted to chat with you for a bit, but we'll let Izzo get in here before I go over kind of what's going on with me and the channel. Um, but yeah, man, that's kind of been
Did
me in
uh
a nutshell.
did her Forerunner end up with any tank stickers?
No, I didn't have any tank stickers on me, so unlike me. Izzo, brother,
Hey,
how you
Izzo.
doing, man? There you go.
All right, there you go. I'm on the iPad today, so I
That's good.
gotta. It's weird. I don't like how this iPad stuff is versus a laptop.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
thanks for
anyway,
joining. It was short notice. I put this stream together. Um, I decided to do it late Saturday, so this morning I sent all the invites out and said, "Hey, join us if you want." Um, hold on. Yes.
is that
Uh,
any different now?
now you're vertical.
Yeah.
S-
Anyway,
Anyway, so what's coming up on the channel? I'm just gonna say a bit here. After today, I'm not gonna be streaming until the end of April. Um, and that's because I got some stuff going on, and I don't know what I don't want to schedule anything and then have to cancel it because I'm not up to streaming, especially coming up the stairs. I hurt my knee last month, and I'm going to have to get some surgery done on it. So, yeah,
Are you okay?
I'm okay for now.
Well, we all had you. We were all taking bets to see where you were going to come in on the Boston Marathon coming up.
Yeah,
And now, what are we going to have to do now?
I'm getting the
Cancel?
bionicle knee, so I'll just run
Oh,
faster.
Yeah.
Frank will be the $6 million tank.
Yeah.
The new category, bionic appendages race.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for coming, Tanker Man, WFT Radio. I really do appreciate it. Um, and you're welcome to come on too if you like. Hillbilly, I answered you in the back. Yes, it's an open room. But yeah, I'm gonna get some surgery done, and I just don't feel like trying to schedule someone and have to put it off for April. So I'm just gonna be ducking out a little bit. However, I do have enough videos to keep the channel going and live. I'm just not be doing live streams until the April. It's sad. To
So
the end of April.
having it on the 8th, are you not going to make more still, or are you going to make more now?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
It's going to be the 8th of April where I'm going to hopefully get all this done, and I just don't want to be on my feet for more that
Yeah.
long. Plus, where we camp and hike in is a good quarter to a third of a mile walk.
Yeah.
How long is
They've
that
got
walk, Jason?
they've got those motor cart things, don't they?
Like the ones they have at Walmart.
Yeah. I think they've got those.
That's a new go kit for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Think about it.
Well, we were joking, me and Mike, a long time ago, and I still want to do it. You get those rascals and joust with some collapsible masks. Ting. Oh,
It'd be
go ahead, James.
you'd be Tank Radio hover around mobile.
Hover around mobile. I like it. I like it. Another bad thing right now is I can't smoke. It says I can't smoke like for 4 months afterwards, but I think that's for a different kind of surgery, and I'm going to have to clarify that. I think we can get that down to maybe a month.
You getting like lung replacement or what? That
I
makes
don't
no
know.
sense.
It's part of the stupid paperwork they give you. They gave me a packet that thick.
Does it hinder healing or something? Why? Well, I don't understand that. Kinda weird.
I don't know. I think it's related to blood clots and thinners and that stuff.
Yeah, that could be true.
I gave the paperwork to my girlfriend. I said, read this because I'm not going to.
What did they say about smoking? Like, do they want you like not to eat and not smoke like 24 hours before or
2
12
weeks
hours
before. So
Oh.
2 weeks before, no smoking, and then the midnight before, then you can't eat or drink anything. Only small sips of water. This is not water right now. It's good juice.
Well, listen, if it's for an important reason, I get it.
Yep.
Just do it. And then when you get done, when they wake you up and they're like, come on, Frank. And then 2 or 3 hours later, let's go. You got to start walking the hallway to the house or the hospital, whatever.
Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be an
Tickle
outpatient, so
outpatient, and there
yeah.
you go. Then that night you can have your cigar. You let me know. Let me know the date, and I'll send you. You know, we are long overdue for exchanging cigars.
Oh,
Let's just call it my turn,
okay.
and I'll send you something. I'll send you something to the house.
All right. When I get clarity, I'll text
Maybe
you.
I'll send you a bottle or something too.
I love everything
And
about that.
we're gonna put the bottle down the hallway, so you have to walk to
Oh,
get
that's mean. I love it. Do it. Do it.
Come and get it. Come and get it.
come and get it.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, man, I missed one video. With Paul, we had scheduled out to do the antenna stuff, which I was really looking forward to doing. And another one I was setting up with my stepdad of replacing the radio in my car to put the 310D,
with the rasp,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. I got a lot of the parts and things lined up, and but I just had to cancel that idea. So once I get back on my feet here, I should be putting out videos left and right. Plus, what do we got coming up in the next month after this? Dayton's around the corner.
6 weeks,
Yeah.
I think.
So I really need to get this moving forward so I can be recovered. I might rent a. Ooh, yeah. I might rent a Rascal. That'd be so much fun. Tank radio. Woo!
Throwing stickers out as you pass people.
Yes.
Yes. There you go,
Yes.
Paul.
Oh man.
Need a flag now. Little flag up on the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
Tank radio logo.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun. Actually, I do have a flag I use for camping around somewhere. I don't know where it went to. I left it at Jason's trailer for a while, and a rat got to it, nibbled on the fridges.
Yeah.
What's up, Sean?
Going on, Tank? Everybody?
How
Hey,
you
Sean.
doing, man?
Hey, Sean, how you doing?
But will insurance? Yes, I have insurance. I do have a actual full-time job, and not cover it all, but insurance is doing the insurance thing. 45 auto. Need to ship a M1A shaped scooter. Yes, that'd be so awesome.
Now, Frank, I do got a question though.
Yes.
Your dyslexia is definitely kicking in every time you bring into my name.
Yep. Yep. It's for the win, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
For the win.
For the win? No, it's supposed to be for what the freak.
Why the face?
Why the face?
Why the face?
Why
That's
the
a good one.
face? Why the face? I like that.
So we went around the room earlier asking, but Izzo, man, what have you been up to in radio lately?
Hanging out on Clubhouse, doing some stuff with the Northeast boys up there in the New Hampshire world and Grouch. Um, Trying to get some POTA in, but every time I get a day to do something, it's either pouring raining out or I had something. I work a part-time job here locally, so
Mm-hmm.
doing some radio stuff. So something came up with that. But other than that, just kind of hanging out, watching you guys. Been doing a little homework with this Meshtastic stuff.
Oh man, you
So
had to
I
say that
Careful with
word.
that.
Yeah, so like yeah, I've been watching the 2.0s. I've been watching some Robert from Digital Rancher, Meshtastic Day. I've been kind of haven't decided if I want to do the dive yet.
Mm-hmm.
A buddy of mine about 2 miles north of me, 3 miles north of me, wants to. So I don't know if we're going to just pick up two devices and just see if we can communicate from the house on 900 megahertz and just see what happens, and
How
then decide do we need to get an amplifier or
how
a
far
node.
are y'all from each other?
About 2 to 3 miles, but the terrain is not perfect, so it's going to be challenging. And I don't think it's going to work
You're probably not going
because
to work by itself. You're going to have to help for some other nodes in the area or repeaters.
You should
now,
just put up a solar node.
Oh
One of
yeah.
you.
well, I have access to a site into a
Ooh.
tower,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
nice.
so I might just do something, but it sits in a bowl, and
Oh,
I don't know. I But like I said, the first thing is all these, the last year or so, especially Jason here. Jason puts up, the best Meshtastic stuff for 2026 or 25. I'm going backwards now, looking at his stuff and looking at other people's and what they're doing and seeing what products are available. And we're just kind of figuring out, I think we don't, and we're trying to decide, do we want to go mesh core or the regular one? I don't know. We're still at the tip of the iceberg of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
figuring out what do we want to do. and then from there,
Seed Studios makes some awesome, like nice little convenient devices that have great ears but don't transmit well. And then that's where you're going to talk about maybe have a repeater on top of your house and then start building out your infrastructure there.
right.
Um,
I was
there's so
looking at
many
some Spec
places.
5. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at Spec 5 stuff. Again, I'm in where the both of us are kind of in this recon mode. And then every 2 or 3 weeks, like we're sending each other links back and forth saying, hey,
Hmm.
check this out. And then we're going to meet up probably towards the end of April, maybe May. What I'm going to do though is I want to do a very basic HT to HT kind of we'll start on 2 meters. Can we work each other on 2 meters? Can we work each other on 440? Where I'm going to do something like that just to kind of give me the answer that I think I know. I just want peace
Hmm.
and peace and understanding with that, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. That sounds like
That's
fun.
how I'm doing secretly. Don't tell
Yeah.
anybody.
I won't tell anybody. It sounds so much fun. Um, and I need to reflash my Spec 5 Delta node from the Handvention. We were over in Orlando. I haven't redone that yet. Um, and yeah, Jason dropping out, distracted me. Um, I was sitting down getting ready to do that. Then all this stuff happened in my life. Life gets busy unexpectedly sometimes,
I think it ges busier as you get older.
right? Right.
Feels
Or I
like
keep
it.
getting told.
Shane, man, what have you been doing lately in radio? Other than we just saw you like last week on the Go Kit Challenge, right?
Well, I'm not Shane, but thanks for
Sean.
the upgrade, I guess.
That's closer than FTW.
That is true. That is true. I haven't really been doing anything other than Go Kit Challenge. Just working on some stuff. Got a new announcement coming out probably at some point tonight,
Oh,
and pretty much it. Just working on some stuff.
mhm.
Apparently, a couple of guys around the area want to do a POTA rove, so I might be organizing that.
Oh, that's fun. Um, are you? How many parks? 4, 5?
At the minimum, we got to do 5.
I
I
thought there was
think
a
I found a
3
route
one.
we could actually do 10.
So you're going to do a 24-hour rove because that's the
I,
only way you're going to do that in Texas.
no,
No.
no. I figured out you can hit 10 around us
Uh huh.
in about 6 to 7 hours.
So let me
Around
guess.
us.
There's some that are kind of in the northwest of us, and then if you go down like to the San Antonio area, there's a couple more parks along the way. Um,
They're not all parks. That's the key, though. They're
okay,
not all parks. They're just POTA spots.
okay, all right. Well, good luck. I'm looking forward to seeing it, man.
Oh yeah.
What's the difference between a spot and a park?
Grasslands.
Grasslands, national monuments also
Mhm.
can count as POTA spots.
But they're all still they're still recognizable in the system as a POTA activation.
Mhm.
Yes.
Let me guess though, your monument areas are a smaller footprint, correct?
Yes.
Because I have one here in Connecticut that I worked, uh, and it was challenging to say it, but I did it. But I think about the guys, the 2 or 3 guys who I can think off the top of my head who do the stuff in Washington D.C.,
Mhm.
which is even going to be 100 more times challenging. So I'm sure you guys know
Well,
what you're faced with. Have you been there? Have you done any recon?
I haven't done the full recon on all of them, as far as actually going there, but I have done check out the maps, look at the map compared to
Yep,
POTA, and you
yep.
can,
the POTA
te- for
master is like right there.
that is true. That is true. But no,
One
it
of the
looks like
things. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, it looks like the couple there that were kind of questionable, even the parking lot counts, so that makes it a little bit easier.
one of the things I found that like I couldn't do a wire. It was just too challenging. And when I got into the park and I started reading the history, I sort of knew the history, but I was wrong. And then when I got there, I did they had all these like little like stations with a like monument. It would tell you what was going on. And I almost felt like I was on Holy Land. And I didn't want to I did it a little, not saying I'm disrespectful when I go to a park, but I felt I was at a more higher level and just learning what had happened under my feet, like 150
Yeah.
to 200
Mhm.
years ago. It does
Mhm.
something to you. If you like history, if you like history,
Hmm.
Benedict Arnold was like right on this, you know, was in this land and he killed people. He
Yeah.
killed people on this land, and that's how certain names in my state, certain town names, or in certain other areas have
Barbie.
now used that name as like a recognizable thing. So it's to me, I felt honored to put it on the map for us as a hobby, but in what had actually happened there was
A
a little bit more,
a cool park like that is
Yeah.
when we operated over at Kitty Hawk National Monument for the Wright brothers, and just
That would be cool.
the history there was just so cool. But you had to activate in the parking lot. No, they wouldn't allow you to do anything on the grounds.
Right.
Um,
Be kind of like go to Gettysburg. I
mhm.
think that'd be cool to do.
Let me
oh,
take
I'm
a
sure Gettysburg would be some serious emotional,
right,
yeah, cool to do it, but man, this was some serious
right.
shit 200 years ago.
Let's
Yeah.
George,
I've been to Gettysburg once. That was,
yeah,
you
let's
felt it. I'll say that. You
yeah, you
felt it.
feel it, yeah.
we'll take a quick pause here. I just want to highlight Meshtastic dealer James heard his name 3 times. It says you're safe tonight, doing laundry and cooking some dinner. As always. Ham radio expert says he's going to be at More Expo. Oh, you're going to have so
Good.
much fun, man. You're going to have so much fun. Find the radio guys, and they will bring you in, and you'll be awesome.
Yes.
Also, the awesome, amazing Michael popped up and gave a $50 super chat. Also, that unlocks the stream to keep it free forever. Um, but he says, Frank, hope it all is well with you, everyone here tonight. Uh, he had a crazy health scare that took him out of the loop, but but I am recovering nicely, and good to see you on the channel. Well, good that you recovered, and now I'm going to go out for a little bit. Oh, but Mike, man, it's good to have you back. I do appreciate it. Um, I think that's all I wanted to see here. The Gettysburg, yes, I is on my list of places to go. Just the history and the activating part of it. I think I've hunted a Parker or a person or two at Gettysburg already. Um, that would be so cool.
Yeah,
Um,
we've actually here in Missouri, not far from Moore,
mhm.
we've got a Civil War battlefield that's a POTA park,
Oh,
but
Excellent.
you have
Yeah.
to do it from the vehicle.
hmm
But I did find out something because we've always been told you can't put any antennas up. Of course, you can't put anything in the ground, put anything in the tree. Well, I stopped and talked to one of the rangers,
hmm
and he told me if I put a tripod up and didn't put any sandbags or anything on it, so it did not look like a structure to hold it down, he thinks that'd be all right. I'm not going to say for more we could go there and do that because I haven't gone out and tested that
hmm
yet. But I'm actually going to take the alpha antenna tripod out and do a vertical and see if they come and bother me.
Yeah. Um, I did develop a ham stick antenna mount with the skyhook that I can put on top of a tripod with a ham stick, and I have counterpoints. So that is in my repertoire that has no ground penetration. Also, I also have a hex alpha antenna hex beam or what?
Hex
Not
tenna.
Antenna.
hex tenna.
Extena.
Me
Yeah,
and Paul can both answer that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Hillbilly's another one that uses his a lot.
Yeah, and I was looking forward to getting that on the air before all this crap happened. Um, but yeah, and we were talking about trying to get the do an invis video that would be fun with it. all this cool
That
stuff.
would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, with the Hextena, I've already kind of my January 1st video when I was down at Table Rock.
Yeah.
I kind of did an Inves activation with it because I forgot my tripod. So my wife made the comment. She goes, "We're down here. You're doing something." Well, I had the ham sticks and everything in the car, anyways. If I wanted to get in the car and use it, but what I did is I took that mount for the Hextena and I mounted it to a barbecue grill.
Yes.
So the antenna was about 4 foot off the ground, if that, to the base of the antenna. And in Missouri, I was talking to Illinois, Iowa, Kansas, Oklahoma. Of course, I was getting down into Texas, but then it was also reaching out. But I was getting those Invest states on 20 meters.
Nice.
So that antenna worked. I mean, to me, I like my wires and stuff, but my go-to POTA antenna, like Paul said, is that Hextena.
Yeah. And I like your wife. We got down here. You're doing something.
That's funny.
Another point I saw in the chat here was trails. Don't forget about trails as far as parks, because their drop pin is kind of round somewhere around the trailhead, but those trails, some of them go through
The entire
states.
trail.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
Yes.
Katy Trail in Missouri, which me and Paul were talking about it. Steve built a little POTA park where you can stay overnight up by his shop. Well, all you got to do is walk from where he built the pavilion. You walk 50 feet, you're within 30 foot of the Katy Trail, which is legal for POTA. As long as you're within 100 feet of it, it's a legal activation. So he set it up to where you can actually go up there and stay up there, or go up for the day, go do a tour of the what you're allowed to see of his facility, and you can actually do a POTA activation while they're at the same time.
That's
Cool.
That's awesome. I wish we could do that here down in Texas. There's not many parks though. There's not many parks.
Yep.
Sean, I'm looking forward to what you're going to do though. I've been to Mammoth Monument. I think you've been hitting that. I activated a couple times. That's pretty a cool place too. Have you been there before?
I've actually never been there. I want to. I've been down to Waco numerous times, and that one's not on the list.
Oh. I wonder what other monuments we have in Texas. But I've been there several times. I used to go down there around this time every year for go down to a modern rogue thing, a different YouTube that's not about radio, and I usually just stop by there because it's close to the freeway, about less than 10 minutes off the freeway.
Right.
And it was low, not really activated, but 2 years ago when I went back, some guys were going out there every day in their truck activating and just blew me off the charts. And that's what happened at all the parks around here where I used to be on like the top 5 activators were contacts that retired guys. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are amazing. But I'm going to gripe about y'all because I can't be on any leaderboard anymore because y'all are out there every day making those contacts, and you go have your fun. I'm just going to
Retired guys can bite you, because I'd presented a couple to our POTA guy here in the state of Missouri, and one of them is not far from my house, and I didn't figure anybody would get to it within 2 days later, so I could be the first activator at it. Oh no, Charlie, one of our guys here in the state that's retired, as soon as it went on the map, he was there the very next morning within 12 hours of it going on the map.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, that hurts.
Good for him to retire and have that time to do that. And God bless him from the Southern way of saying it. Bless your heart for doing that.
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart.
Well, and we I guess we're kind of lucky in Missouri because we got a ton of parks in Missouri, a ton of parks.
Yeah.
There hasn't been very many to activate all the parks, and I can't remember his name, but one of the guys, he announced it when he finally activated the last park on James's stream. But I think we've got well over 500 parks in the state of Missouri.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Holy cow!
Excellent.
We only have like
I've got
120-ish.
I've got 1, 2. I can count 5 that are within 20 minutes of my house right now.
Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Have a good.
Right?
Where's the kick button?
Yeah, right. The closest park to me is 40 minutes away, and from there, Lake Ray Roberts an hour and a half north.
Yeah, and I'm reversed. I've got Ray Roberts technically is like
Yeah, but
15 minutes from me, but
mhm.
If you wanted to
Cedar
do
Hill's an
10,
hour.
you could hit the 10 or 11 around Lake Texoma.
You're
So,
you're overmodulating again, Paul.
oh, whoops.
Don't know how that happened, but
No,
like
Texoma's a little further than that, Paul.
we need to go out and do
Now
camping
he's
again.
muted.
Mike and I were talking about summer field day plans because I went ahead and I called around to some of the cabins that we stayed in the past, and they're already booked out for that weekend. And Mike is like, "We need to go back to the Dairleys. We need to go back to the Dairleys." So I'm like, "Yeah, we might make that happen." Um, and Jason's not here anymore to bounce that off him, but we'll talk to him. There might be a summer field day again at the Dearleys.
well, that's like James. James hasn't said a whole bunch tonight. I've learned some stuff from him on POTA.
Yeah.
And
I
one of the
learned a
things is
lot from that guy
way
from Poland. Hell yeah.
studying on where they claim there's twofers. And I actually had one of the guys here that claims he's the POTA guy, and he does have a lot of activations.
Mm-hmm.
But after one of the streams that James did, I almost want to go back and see the activation, see where he did it, and see if some of these were truly twofers and threefers. Because he tried to tell me the Civil War battlegrounds, like I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a twofer. You can get the Trail of Tears there.
Yep.
Trail of Tears is over a quarter of a mile away from the activation spots, which is considered the actual
Oh.
park. There is no way you can get a twofer for it.
So
The trail doesn't actually even go through the battlegrounds.
James, what
that
makes a
is the
twofer?
most broken rule in POTA. People they look at a map and they say, "Oh, it's all in green. It's a fur." That's that's never the case,
Mm-hmm.
guys. Uh,
Nope.
I've seen the dumbest question. You know, they say there's no dumb questions, but there are. The dumbest question I've ever seen posted on the POTA Facebook page. You know, the only reason I stay in there is just to look at dumb questions. But you know, I don't normally respond, and I didn't respond to it, but I did message somebody and say, "Can you believe?" He said, "So if I start at the very beginning of the Appalachian Trail,
Mm-hmm.
I get every state that it runs through and every park that it runs through when I activate it there, right?"
No.
I'm like,
No.
Oh,
No.
wait. You sure, James? I can't go over here to Trail of Tears and get it all the way back down to Florida?
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Where do you
Wow.
So your physical GPS location is in multiple states and
yeah,
multiple parks for being in a
Right.
single spot.
people, but they do the dumbest things. Just like somebody posted the other day that they were getting ready to work a seven for, and like four people in the local area is like, that's nowhere close to a seven for.
Wow.
Well, but the best one, since I've been gone from West Virginia, because I haven't been home since September, and hopefully I'll be there soon. But since I've been gone, there's been a couple of people that's activated my home park, which I have activated over 500 times. You know, I've got thousands of I've probably got 50,000 QSOs just in that park.
Oh.
Right.
But there's somebody, two different people that went there and they activated it as a twofer with the wildlife management area. And I messaged them both and I said, I want to explain something to you. I'm the one that did the research on the wildlife management area boundaries for the POTA map coordinator. There is no possible where you can be in Chief Logan Park and do that as a twofer. Of course, they didn't even respond to me.
But James,
I'm
I
like,
will give you credit. I think you were talking about it on one of your hump day live streams, you and Dan. And I went back to some of my parks. I'm like, man, I missed some opportunities. I didn't do. I didn't do. I should. I learned to get better. I listened to you guys. I learned to get better to investigate the parks, especially as parks were being added on. So it may have been a single park when I did it, but maybe now a new park comes in or a trail comes in that does go through and it does meet the requirements. I'm much more sharper now to see can I work it according to the rules. That's all I care about is work it to the rules. Is it a two for a three for and I don't want to say missed opportunities, but like I said, thank you. I think you'll help all of us
Oh
read
yeah.
the rules very carefully. Don't overread them. Don't try taking the rules and trying to, make it work for you. It is what it is, what it is. Period. Don't,
It,
Yeah.
and
I mean, the
you
POTA
know,
maps they're not for determining if something is a two for or three for.
correct,
You need
correct.
you need to use your state and federal maps and see actual boundaries of things.
Not just
Right.
It,
Google either, right? Not
not,
just Google. Right.
right. You need to use the good stuff. And people just don't do that. It's just like here in Florida, there's a place not far from me that is a forfer. But the problem is to be in that forfer, you're parked half off this little dirt road and half on it. And there's some big rock trucks that'll come down through there. And I'll go there and activate close to it and do a threefer. I'll be within 50 foot of that forfer, but I'm not in that forfer. I have activated it and sat there, but it's sketchy when them trucks come through. And I decided, you know, I'll do
Uh,
this as a threefer. I'll do this as a threefer, and I'll go down the
Not
road and do
safer.
the other part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way a buddy of
Now for
mine here in the state. He really is our POTA guy. He does a lot of roves and stuff, and a lot of our stuff is wildlife conservation. So we actually use the state's conservation maps to
There you
yeah,
see
go, Ted.
where
Yeah.
yeah.
where the each conservation, if it crosses over, where that would actually make that a two for a three for.
that's like I've
Yeah.
done big roves. I've done big roves, and I'm going down one side of the river doing a rove, and on the other side of the river there'll be a conservation area. And I'm like, no, that's going to be 45 minutes to go back and around the river and stuff. But when you do the research and look at the map, there's multiple areas
Mm-hmm.
in that conservation area. And there was one on the other side that it would have been a park I missed.
Yep.
So you got to do your research.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm finding that out very quickly. You have to look at all aspects of maps.
And
'Cause I
also
actually found a twofer. That's kind of how we pull off a 10 is if we get a twofer, which I found.
awesome. And also be prepared for different activation styles. If you're wanting to just go out and throw stuff in the tree or laying in the tree, some places don't allow that. Also,
Okay.
the having the ability to do a no penetration and no tree activation, that is great.
That's
Or
part of how that's part of how the plan's got to go is you've got to be mobile.
mhm,
So it's going to be a bunch of ATOSs
yeah, and or just sitting in your car with an ATOS
Well,
or any other type of hamstick and just
or hamstick or something like that.
yeah,
That's because it's going to be almost 7 hours drive time.
Texas. You know what you need to
we'll
do
see.
if you got that ATOS? Just go mobile. All right, CQ on the road. We're not there
Well,
yet, but we're still
the
having fun.
there's three guys that have kind of leading this, and I'm one of them. And the other two, Tank. We've
Yeah,
all got ATOSs.
yeah. That's gonna be fun. Um,
But yeah, you bring up the fact about wires and stuff in the trees. That's the
yeah,
problem we have at most of our conservation areas. And most of ours are done from the parking lot. Some of them you can get in and actually go sit down. But the one thing about our conservation areas, the main parking lot always has a sign that we strap our mast to
mhm,
be able to get a wire in the air.
yeah.
Ah, very good, Dave. Yeah.
Or have that that I forgot what that wire's called that you can just tie it around like a railing or something. All
Yeah, I
right,
know what
we're
you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
yeah,
A polycord.
yeah,
Polycord wire? Yeah, polycord.
something like that. We're
Everyone's gotta have polycord inside a bag or keep it in your truck or
in
something.
my POTA pack,
Mhm.
there is that. There
Yeah.
is hard wire I can loop around. There's stakes. There's mass. There's the no penetration is a separate bag and kit. But usually, if I'm got that in mind, I'm bringing it along with me. We're almost at the top of the hour here, so we're going to go around the room one more time and see what's going on with each one of these gentlemen. Thank y'all for joining. I really do appreciate it. This is kind of be my hurrah for until the end of April, being around live. But when I'm done and when I'm back, I'm coming back with a vengeance. We got to line up some
Good.
awesome things and get that in the schedule. I already got one guy we're already talking about, and I can't wait to get him on. But in the meantime, we're going to start with Izzo, my cigar brother, my man. When I'm able to smoke, I would love to come onto the clubhouse and have break
Either.
that fast with you.
Good. And tonight's cigar is a Perdomo 20th anniversary.
Ooh.
It is box pressed. I I usually don't care, but lately, if the box press is made right, I don't have a problem with it. Sometimes they fall apart, and I don't understand why. So maybe it's a humidification process. What am I doing? Listen, this is not about me. I want to thank the five guys here, as well as everyone else who's out there doing stuff. So I could sit and get some ideas. I could sit and just have a cigar and watch you guys and just relax, get some ideas. It's getting warmer here in Connecticut, so I will be getting out more. So
It's
thank
55
you
in
to
Texas.
all you guys.
How are you getting warmer?
Well, today was I think a high of 45, and we'll take it. It started off at 25 this morning. When I got to work at 6 a.m., it was too damn cold.
Wow.
So, but yeah,
Thank
it is what. This is why I'm still in the tent. I'm
Yeah,
still running propane on the Mr. Buddy.
it
But again,
works.
I want to thank all you guys. It's not about me what I'm doing. I'm hanging out. But I want
Hmm.
to thank all you guys for doing stuff, whether it's live or going out there and putting up some videos to give guys like me an opportunity to get some ideas going. Because about excuse me, I think I'm going about 8 9 years. You, it gets kind of old sometimes. It's still fun to go out, but I want to do something a little bit different to keep it fresh and new.
Hmm.
You know, it's like not getting a new girlfriend, but just doing something different with it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Relighting the spark. Relighting
Yeah, I
the
realize
spark.
it's smart. Yeah.
Rekindling, bringing that
And never
fun new
letting the
thing
flame,
into.
never let the flame go out.
Yes,
There
I
you
love
go.
it.
There you
I
go.
love it. We jumped up to 71 concurrent with that topic. Thank you, Izzo.
72.
Hillbilly Ham, man. What's coming up on your channel? What's going on, and where can we find more about you?
Well, I am working on a couple more reviews on alpha antenna hex antenna configurations, um, and getting ready for more expo, and that's taking up some of my time.
Mm-hmm.
But you can always check out my channel at KU6GA, the Hillbilly Ham. And Izzo, I want to say, he said it was 55 degrees in Texas. See, that's cold to them down there in Texas. We're used to getting cold, even here in Missouri. And you hit, when it gets cold during the winter and you hit that 45 degrees, 50 degrees, it feels like a heat wave. So you're getting ready for spring to come.
You
So I know what it's like.
you should have heard Mike belly aching this weekend.
Oh, I
It
can't
was
imagine.
unreal. I
Oh,
moved to
yeah.
Texas. It was supposed to be hot. It shouldn't be this cold.
And what was it? Why? What was the temperature yesterday?
55. It
Because
was,
you guys popped up on my hand list.
yeah, it
We're
was.
just starting to see the tulips and the daffodils. They're just starting to pop through the grass. Nothing's blooming, but you
Mhm.
could see it.
It
It's
was
Our
waiting.
grass is
It's
turning
waiting.
green.
It was
Yeah.
That's a
55
good
and a
sign.
little
Yeah.
windy, so it was cutting right
Yeah.
through our,
It was
Oh,
a
he had
lot
to wear a
windy
hoodie.
yesterday.
yeah,
Oh, he had to wear a hoodie. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah.
It was definitely hoodie weather, that was for sure.
Thank you, Dave. I appreciate you joining. Sean, WTF Radio Man, and I had to look at each letter, but I said it
There
right.
you go.
What's coming up on your channel? What's going on, man?
What's coming up on my channel is I got some new updates coming up, some new things rolling out. Still working on a few projects, getting cell phones on the air, so you guys don't have to buy radios for your first. You just use your cell phone. But I do have one video on how to do it with All Star. That's already in the my first video. Other than that, I'm still working on a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
That did a great video. I think I got a lot of good feedback from the one I did at Go Kit Challenge. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out on my channel. WTF Radio, RUIDIO. And the only thing I gotta say is, Frank, hopefully you can get through this month next to you, man. If you need anything, reach out and I'll see what I can do to help.
Will do, man. I'll keep you in mind. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Are you ready, James? Here it comes. Ham Radio Adventure Guy.
Tank Radio.
Ham Radio Adventure Guy.
Tank Radio.
Ham Radio Adventure Guy.
Tank Radio.
What is coming up on your channel? What's going on, man?
It's the same as always. It's POTA, it's soda, or it's satellites, because that's what I do. This week I've got a mountain bike activation coming up, and then Thursday I'm meeting a guy that's going to do a satellite POTA activation. He's going to do the 50 and the 44, and I'm going to film him doing that because I'm really wanting to get into the linears, and I've been doing satellite POTA contacts now for a while, but I want to do the linear so I can get a full activation in.
Oh,
Other than that, if you like POTA, I stream between 5 and 7 days a week on
right.
TikTok. So, I mean,
On TikTok?
on TikTok, 5 to
You're on
7
the
days a week.
TikTok? I didn't know that.
You
Oh,
got,
Yeah.
you got Sean's
Excuse me.
attention.
While I go
That's
over
his
to my
base.
TikTok page.
And Radio Adventure Guy, just like it is on YouTube. That's what I got going on. Frank, thanks for letting me hang out tonight. And
James, anytime you see a social open house or whatever I call it, just jump on, man. Pin that link. It's good.
sounds good, but I'm going to go ahead and drop because I got to get my dog out, guys. 73.
Appreciate it you joining, man.
73, James.
You, James.
73, James. Good meeting you.
My co-host, my partner in crime, Paul, man, what's coming up on your channel and your streaming tonight, right?
Tonight, yeah. After Jason's 8:30 Central, so in about 90 minutes from now. And we're going to see if anybody knows what ICOM is going to be announcing at Dayton this year. There's something coming. They're just not telling anybody.
Speculation galore.
So,
I love it. I love it.
We'll get everybody's thoughts, ideas, and then we'll do a poll at the end, and we'll see how we do. And then in 6 weeks, we'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then every Friday, I'll be doing shorts. I'm going to try to. I've never done anything consistent other than the stream, but for 16 weeks, I'm going to buckle down, do CW. So hopefully every Friday, I'll put a short out of the letters of the week. It's usually 2 a week, I think, and so look for those.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'm trying to pull up the viewer activity because it gives me the report. There we go. Y'all hang out. We'll say goodbye in a minute. Thank you all for joining. I really do appreciate it. I just wanted to say thank you to Chris. He used his 1 month channel chat. WTF Radio. Sean there, thank you for becoming a new member. And Michael, I'm glad to hear that you're back. I'm glad and you're hanging around. I do appreciate it. And I can't wait to get back on my feet myself. Just a quick recap. Streams are not going to happen probably until at least the end of April, but videos will be coming out because I got a lot of stuff in the can. I was being prepared for another reason, but I got some videos. Y'all are going to be having fun, and I'll be hanging around for a bit. But till then, y'all, thank you. And as always, go forth and conquer. Say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you to all my Patreon supporters. You can support me on Patreon. There is a link in the description below. And to all my tankers out there, go forth and conquer.